How's it going? How is everybody doing on almost midweek? Getting close. Which means we're halfway to the weekend. Yay. Well, I just got home a little bit ago. It's not a bad work day. Not a great work day. I mean, it'd be better if it was a day off, right? I could use a vacation. You know, just like a few days. Like an actual vacation. Like not just like a vacation on my normal day off where I go and do something, but like an actual vacation where I'm actually away from work on the days I normally work. But that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We don't have the manpower right now for me to even think about taking a vacation. So I'll just tough it out. Huh? Make do with doing stuff on the weekends. Well, it's starting to get cold. It's going to be getting cold here soon. So most I'll probably be doing on the weekends is keeping my ass at home. Yeah, I don't do cold weather. I'd rather have it. Honestly, I mean, I'm not a real big fan of like extreme heat either. But I personally have an easier time dealing with the heat than I do the cold. Because once it gets cold, I don't want to go out of the house unless I absolutely have to. Which I often do because I work all the time. But that's how it is. That's how you make money. That's how you pay the bills, and that's how you enjoy life. Money can't buy happiness, but it does help. Because when you have money, you can actually go out and do stuff. Well, there are some things you can do that you don't have to have money for. State parks and hiking trails and all kinds of stuff like that. So, anyway, this is what I got right here. It is called the, hang on, I actually brought my email up beforehand. It is called the Key Collector Mystery Box. It's supposed to be, I can't remember how many comics are in here. I want to say maybe like 5 comics, and they're all supposed to be like key issues. So like origins or first appearances or stuff like that. I haven't bought like a comic mystery box in, I think it's been a couple years. I want to say at least 2 years. So I thought, what the hell? And this is from Gotham City Comics and Collectibles in Mesa, Arizona. So I'll leave a link below to their site, their page, their storefront, whatever you want to call it. Go check them out. So I'm kind of excited. I guess it would help me cut all the tape, not just one piece. So let's see what we got. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Especially maybe some like good Marvel ones that have first appearance of somebody, because with the MCU showing no signs of slowing down, we're going to be introducing more and more characters. Some of these comics might eventually have some good value to them, to collectors, because of the MCU, you've got to see those characters in live action. Because a lot of people, what happens is maybe they're not really into comics, they don't really read comics, but they see movies that are based on the comics, and if the movie's really good, then you decide, well, they're going to dive into the comics. And one thing most people want to do when they're like reading a particular character or whatever is they want that origin story. They want to see where they first appeared and stuff, so forth and so on. So let's dive in and let's see what we got. Okay, looks like we got a back. Looks like they're kind of right side up. Okay, so I'm gonna turn them face down so I can actually see them until I actually pull them up. And it looks like there's probably like 5 in here. Do they have these taped together? Oh, they're all in a bag together. So they're taped together for a second. I was like, why can't I get this freaking thing open? Alright, I'm trying to do it without actually looking at them. Alright, there we go. Right, we'll slide them out of the big poly bag here. That will be garbage. All right, now we can start looking at it. First one, we have got Thor. See, Thor number 16. Barroom bonding with Odin. Alright, I'll have to look into it and see what exactly makes this a key issue. But, cool cover. Not used to seeing Thor like that. Looks like there's a Loki up there too, or at least a version of Loki. And it looks like this is a Donny Cates. It's got Cates up here, so I'm assuming that's who did the cover for it. Nice. All right. Number 2. We have got Batman Reptilian. Excuse me. The DC Black Label, Book 4. Garth Ennis and Liam Sharp. It's kind of a weird cover. It's a little weird. Not exactly sure what we're supposed to be depicting here on the cover. And again, it's been so long since I actually like really read any comics or collected any comics. I'm not up on what all like the newer like key issues are. So again, I'll have to actually look through these and see like what other characters are in them and try to figure out what makes them a key issue. It's got like a biohazard symbol on the wall back there. Yeah. I don't know. I do like Batman though. Third one. Oh, we got an Avengers. Avengers Spotlight. U.S. Agent Unleashed. So is this like the first appearance of U.S. Agent? I wonder. This is Avengers Spotlight number 31. And it says plus Hawkeye. I wouldn't imagine it's the first appearance of Hawkeye. When did this come out? Well, it says it's April. I'd have to open up and look on the small print inside to see what year. It's $1. So I'm going to guess it's probably maybe the 80s. Could be wrong, but that's when the prices started to go up. Prior to that, they were like 60 cents and so on. Next one. Oh, we got a Star Wars Darth Vader Annual. Marvel number 1. Not sure what. I mean, Darth Vader's Darth Vader. I don't know what could really be a key issue about this, but that's a cool cover. That is a pretty cool cover. This would be a good one to like get signed by like the illustrator and the colorist and the writer. I'm sure that's probably what those 3 names are, because I mean it's got good white space to have it signed. I do like Star Wars too. So far, I haven't disappointed. There must be like 7 or 8 in here. Alright, next. Oh, this one you don't see very often. We got a Nightwing from the New 52 line. This is number 0. Tom DeFalco, Kyle Higgins, Eddie Barrows, and Eber Ferreira. It's like Eddie Barrows, and Rod Reese. They're responsible for the cover. I'm assuming since they have Barrows on here, he probably did some of the illustration on the inside too. But Nightwing. What's everybody think of the Titans TV show? You know, that Nightwing. I actually enjoyed it. I need to catch up. I think there's a couple of the newer episodes I'm falling behind on, but yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. All right, we got another Star Wars. This is War of the Bounty Hunters, number 16. Missing in action. Obviously, that's. But it looks like Luke, but a yellow lightsaber. I thought Luke had a green lightsaber. Well, guess I'll have to read it and find out, huh? What a cool cover, though. Like I say, I mean, I'm always astounded by. All right, that was the last one. I'm always astounded by comic book illustration, just because of the detail on it. And you know, for anybody that looks at comic books and doesn't consider it a form of art, it must be out of their freaking mind. Because I guarantee you, most what you would consider artists, as far as like painters or graphic artists or what else? You know, designers. You know, even like architects and stuff. I would imagine most of them have a lot of respect for comic book artists. Because, I mean, this isn't, you know, there's probably a small percentage of people out there that can pick up a pen and just with no formal training or schooling could draw like this. I'm not one of them. I mean, I've got a little bit of talent. But, you know, talent is one of those things that, unless it's a natural, inherent talent to where it's like it takes you no effort at all, it's something you gotta keep up on. And, you know, I don't have time. I mean, I wish I had the time to just sit around and become this good at illustration. I mean, who wouldn't like to draw comic books and make a very good living at it? That's the thing, you know, a lot of like the well-known, especially the well-known comic book artists. I mean, this is all they do, and they make a pretty good living out of it. Not to mention, it wouldn't seem like work, right? I mean, that's the key, is to find something that you can do and make a living at that you truly enjoy. Not just enjoy as in, you know, I enjoy going to work, I enjoy the people I work with and stuff like that. But I mean, it's something like, it's an actual passion. You know, something that you enjoy doing and not getting paid for. So if you can actually then go do that and get paid for it, why not? So yeah, I mean, I wish I had the time to invest into not just practicing, but maybe actually going to, you know, taking some classes and stuff to get this good. But, you know, maybe someday. You're never too old. You're never too old to pursue whatever you want to pursue in life. Now, physically, you know, obviously, I mean, granted, you know, if you're 80-some years old, I wouldn't suggest trying to go out and become like a professional football player. Probably not going to happen. So, I mean, there is some things that don't fit the bill on that. But, I mean, as far as like hobbies and like more crafty type thing, illustration or writing or woodworking or, you know, whatever, you know, stuff like that, you're never too old to pursue stuff like that. Yeah. So overall recap real quick. We had 2 Star Wars. We had the War of the Bounty Hunters and the Darth Vader Annual. We had a Nightwing to kind of go with the Batman Reptilian. And then we had 2 Marvel. We had the Avengers Spotlight, which I'm guessing is the first appearance of U.S. Agent. And then this Thor. So I'll have to kind of look these up and see what's what. This one, kind of, because they kind of introduced him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. So, this might be a good one to have. Because he's probably going to show up again in more of that. And I think what they're talking, or the speculation is that Julia Louis-Dreyfus, her character, I can't remember her name. I know it's a big ass, long ass name. I can't remember, but the thought is that she's trying to kind of put together kind of this like anti-hero group that's going to have, have him in it, and it has it's supposed to have was it Yelena? Is that what her name is? From Black Widow, her sister. Who else? I don't remember that person, but there's a few of them. But I thought there was somebody else that is supposed to kind of already be on the track to be part of this group. But yeah, we'll see, right? Time will tell. In the meantime, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, look out for yourself and those around you. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your week. Don't work too hard, just hard enough to get the job done and make a good impression. That's the secret to success right there. I'm telling you. Trust me, I've been working for a long time. I've gotten where I've gotten by that work ethic. I work hard. Don't get me wrong. I do work hard, but I don't overwork myself. There's a fine line there. Of course, if you ask my parents, they would probably disagree and say that I overwork myself daily because of the hours I put in. But that's the job. If I'm not going to do the job, somebody else will. And no offense, but I like being able to pay my bills and still have some spending money. So I don't mind the long hours. I bitch about them a little bit in the moment, but come payday, I'm like, that wasn't too bad. Which is why I've continued to do it for 30, going on 32 years. So, all right, that's it. That's all I got. Everybody, see ya.